So we're going to try to fix an idle problem. In this case it's high idle, but if you're having a problem with your car idling, it could be high or low, this will help. So first thing you want to do is start the engine and listen. You want to listen for any whistling or any sucking noise, like a vacuum line is loose. Sometimes you get like these vacuum lines that are cracked or just they're off, and you'll put your ear near it and you'll hear, okay, well that is loose, and then you just push it back in and it fixes the problem. But other times it's not that easy. So I mean, there's a bunch of different vacuum lines that could be cracked or leaking or loose or whatever. So just give that a check. But let's just say that's not your problem. Let's say all your vacuum lines are good. Next thing you'll want to check is your idler air control valve. And what this does is it regulates with the computer how much air goes in and out. We already tried unplugging it, starting the engine, shutting the engine off, plugging it back in, starting the engine, and seeing if it resets itself. If that didn't work, next thing we're going to want to do is take it off. It's very simple, 2 bolts. So that's what I'm going to show you right now. We're going to take it off and see if there's carbon buildup. Because if carbon builds up, it won't allow the valve to move and open and regulate air, which could be a problem. Could let too much air in, or be not letting any air in at all. So a lot of times a check engine light will be on, and for your GM cars, a code that goes from P505 to P509 in there could indicate a problem with this IAC. For Ford, codes 12, 13, 16, 17, 19, and even 46 and 47 might indicate a problem with the IAC. And for Chrysler, 25, code 25, or P505 through 509 could indicate a problem. So that's what you'll want to look at if you have a code reader. If not, go to Pep Boys or whatever, they'll do it for free. So take those screws off and obviously disconnect this and take this out. So here's what we have. This is how it works. You can see here there's a hole here and a hole here. The throttle body plate goes right across, so it allows air. Due to a vacuum suction here, the computer knows to allow a certain amount of air into here for idle. So when that plate is closed, it will block off the air because you haven't pressed on the gas, and air has to get into the engine because the engine runs with air even at low RPMs. So it allows a certain amount of air by using this valve. You can see inside there, there's you can see right there where the computer can control that valve and open or close it. And we're going to want to make sure your manual says that you could do this, but you want to spray some gum out, some carb cleaner in here to break up any deposits of carbon. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So you want to have the mechanical piece, the motor, up so that you don't get any of this carb cleaner in there. Just, oh, there we go. Get a Q-tip. Carefully cleaning it out. Look at all that. Be gentle, but rough enough to get the carbon deposits off. So I resprayed the IAC and I'm letting it soak right now. And as I let it soak, you just want to clean this out. Make sure again your manual says that you could use a carb cleaner or some type of throttle body cleaner to clean this out. And it's, wow, it's really not nice in there. So you want to get this cleaned out pretty good as well. Finished soaking it. Came out really nice in there, nice and clean. I don't know how well you could see, but you can see the spring right there. And it's going to be tough to see the valve in there, but it came out pretty good. So I actually sprayed in here, kept the motor part up, and let it drip down into here, and let it soak for about 5 minutes. So now we're going to put it back on. Make sure your gasket's still good. This gasket's good. Make sure the surface for the gasket's clean. And I checked that already. Okay, since there's a gasket on here and you have 2 screws, don't tighten both sides down all the way. Just get it so that it's tight enough where you can't do it with your hands or like barely with the ratchet. This is the size 8mm. So once it's, not moving like that, give it one little bit of a turn, go on this side, a little bit of a turn, this little bit of turn, just so that it seats evenly. And then torque it to your spec for your car. Okay, and plug this back in. Okay, now we're going to go start the car. See if the idle changed at all. So as you can see, we fixed the idle problem, idling at like 700, and it looks good. So that's one method, potential fix for your car. Very easy to do and won't cost you hundreds of dollars to take it to a mechanic.